You think she's a good girl, but once you get to know her, you realize she's everything. She's crazy, she's funny, she's honest, and you'll never know what she'll do next.
I'm so excited. We are here, Cleuzeir. I think I did it. I did it.
Finally. That's great.
Yes. Well, this is our second try. I don't know how much everybody saw out there, but I'm just learning to be a genius on the StreamYard platform, which is so easy to use. It is wonderful. There's going to be a link in the description of how you can do your own podcast on StreamYard, like we are. And anyway, this is my good friend and an amazing, what do you call it? An esthetician?
Esthetician. Yes, that's correct.
Cleuzeir Lopes is a good friend of mine. Do you remember how we met, Cleuzeir?
Yes, we met through a common friend that we have. So, Belle.
We're in Boca
Our friend
Raton,
Belle.
Florida. And so tell us a little bit about what what your education is, what your background is.
Oh, sure. I went to I have a degree in science professional nursing, and also I always worked as a caregiver, in the private homes, and then I decided to move to Florida and change careers. So I went to school for an institution. I mean, I went to Florida Academy of Medical Esthetician.
And you
So
also have four daughters, just like me, right?
I'm sorry.
You also have four daughters, just like me, right?
Yes, I have four daughters, and I mean the three daughters and one son, not four daughters. Three daughters and one son, two grandchildren.
Oh my goodness. Well, I haven't hit that yet. I just had the
Yes,
first one.
and my oldest daughter, she's pregnant again. So by December, I'm gonna have three. Three
Great.
grandchildren.
Well, we're gonna have to have another podcast then about that, about what it's like to be a grandma.
Oh yes, wonderful, wonderful.
Anyway,
Amazing
everybody,
experience.
please stay tuned till the end. We've got a special surprise for you at the end. And I want to make sure that right now, while you're watching and you're enjoying this, you click the like button, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next podcast that we have coming out, because we got some special, super interesting things coming up. And so, Cleuzeir, I want to start out by asking you, what is a Brazilian wax, and why would someone choose a Brazilian wax over the regular wax?
Well, I think the Brazilian wax is just a name. It's not different from any other
Can you
type
explain
of
what it
wax.
is for those viewers here, maybe
Sure.
men that
It
don't
came
know
up
what
with
wax
this.
is?
It came up with this name around the 1970s. When the bikinis start to get smaller and smaller, so the girls want us to look cleaner. So it's just went a little deeper. So
Right.
that's why they baptize with Brazilian wax because of that. But
Okay.
it's a great procedure. It hurts a little. I'm not lying.
I've had it
But
done. I'd say the first time it hurt like hell, but then after that, it was like, it was
but you
not.
look clean and beautiful afterwards. So it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So do
Yeah.
you recommend that over the regular, just like
Well, it just depends.
grandma?
Like there's different types of wax. It's your institution, the professional will decide and see what is better for you. So it's a different one for the legs, and your bikini area. So it will all depends on your institution what she has to offer
Now,
you.
I'm curious about this. What is the most frequently or the most desired bikini wax shape?
Shape. Well, the Brazilian, what they call Brazilian, they clean everything
So is that the
front to
best?
back.
Is that the most desired,
Yes.
requested?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
That's the
Okay. So,
most one.
so now that we started off with
Yeah,
that
because like I said,
question,
the bikini, girls in these days they use tongues on the beach, so they don't really
tongs, not
tongues.
tongues. I thought you
Tongues.
said tongue.
Tongues. I'm
That's
sorry.
giving a whole nother image to my mind.
Okay, tongues. Yes.
Anyway, now where are you from? Did you cover that where you're from?
Yes, I did cover that, but I don't know if everybody heard that.
Might
I'm
have
from
been
Brazil.
last
I was
week.
born in Brazil. I'm in the U.S. Since 1990.
And how long have you been here in Boca Raton, Florida?
In Boca, full time, a year and a half.
And why did you move to Boca?
Weather. I used to live in
Where did you move
Connecticut.
from? Were you in Florida already?
I'm sorry?
Were you in Florida already?
I was in Florida like for the past 3 years, and like every month I was coming, and I bought my apartment here 3.5 years ago because I was planning to come full time. Move
Okay.
to Florida. So yes, I love the sun,
Yeah,
and like it's just a different environment
I
than
love
on the
it. I
north.
love it here too. So
Yeah.
tell me I mean, something must have inspired you to start this spa because you have such a great reputation here in Boca and everybody knows you. You're kind of, the place to go for people. And I just wondered what inspired you to want to help. Do you
Oh,
mostly have
yeah.
women there in your spa?
Yes, women's and men's also come to my spa. Well, what inspired me was my daughter, my oldest daughter. She's a doctor, and she also do lots of laser, and she teaches also. So she was the one who inspired me. And as we age, we try to do something that I don't doesn't care me to care a lot of way. Like my previous job as a like work in private home as caregivers and nursing, it's a tough job. So you have to be like, be strong, and but it needs a lot of your body. You need to be strong for that. But as you get older, you try to be, lighter. Not that esthetician is you don't work hard, because you do, you know. But it's a pleasure, for me. This is my Disney World right here. I have
I know you
fun.
really enjoy what you do. You're very passionate about
I enjoy what I do. For me, this is my fun here. I have a lot of fun, and it's nice when people get up from your chair, from my table, and they see the difference. They are happy. They have a glow on their face. It's good to make them feel better about themselves.
right.
That's great. They are more positive about themselves. And at the end of the day, when they leave here, they're happy. So that's what it counts.
Now, what is the most common service that you give there at your spa?
Facials, I do a lot of facials, and ginkgo pills, and the ultraformer. Yeah, those are the most popular.
Now, I came in there and got a very youthful procedure done. Do you want to explain what you gave to me?
Oh, sure. What you have was the ultraformer, which is the high intense focus ultrasound. That is a focus, a light wave that goes into different layers of your skin, but it reaches the deepest layer of your skin and gives that sensation of tightening, and helps with the sagging skin. And it's amazing procedure.
Yeah, I've really noticed a
And it
difference.
grows collagen, and it keeps working. In three to 6 months, it gets better.
Well, that's what I messaged you. We did this, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, didn't we?
Yes,
It was a
yes,
few weeks ago. And
yes.
I noticed just last week that I have not had any Botox here on the side of my head. And since I had an accident, I've got this residual wrinkling that happens on this side of my head. And
Right.
I haven't had Botox, which we'll talk about Botox in a little bit. But I haven't had Botox just because I had another doctor here on my show, Dr. Ben Coley Johnson, who has a spa
Right.
in Brickell.
Uh-huh.
And he was telling me, no, don't get Botox. You shouldn't get Botox. So I haven't gotten Botox, but I'm like, well, now what's I need help here. It's still wrinkling, So then you told me about this other procedure that I got done. And I've got to tell you, at first I didn't notice, but
Yeah.
like a couple weeks later, I was like, you know what? I don't even really, my wrinkling here has really subsided. What
Right.
What do you, why, how,
Well, I think you look great. I think you look great. But there is a thing. Well, I'm an esthetician, not a doctor. So some people, when they want to see the difference, like huge transformation, they of course they need to go to a plastic surgeon.
right.
but we can avoid that, because like you, for example, you're too young, to have a plastic surgery, on my opinion.
At
You
50,
know?
I'm going to be 56 in July.
Yes, it's still young.
That's 2 years.
I am 56. So, but yeah, I didn't have, I didn't have the plastic surgery yet on my face. And I mean, if I need it someday, I'm willing to do it. I'm open to do it. But it's, if I can avoid to do that, I will,
Right.
But what we do here, it's a non-invasive procedure. So we can't transform like in one day, years of not treatment. I mean, if people doesn't treat their skin, it's just going to get worse. So sooner it is the better that you start treating. So when you reach your 50s, your 60s, you don't have to go so soon for plastic surgery.
So what would you say is the perfect age to start caring for your skin and doing something extra for your skin?
Well, that's a good question. You should start like around the age of 12, about 12 years old. Yes. By
I used to use oil of Olay.
for
That'd be
simple
perfect.
treatments, like, and you kind of educate yourself. The best treatment is the prevention.
Right.
That's always I teach people, to prevent. Start by on the prevention, where you can use a cleanser, moisturizer, and a sunblock. For those for like a teenagers,
Right.
when they start, the puberty phase. So they start with acne, and then they might add some type of salicylic acid, on their daily regimen.
Now, you told me when we were talking a few weeks ago that what inspired you about starting your spa was that you love promoting youthful beauty all of your life.
Yes.
And you said that what inspires you is ageless, timeless beauty.
Yes. Well, I take care of my skin, but also I think I have good genes, For my mom, she was like a 70, and she didn't look her age.
Yeah.
But I always like to take care of my skin, and since I was like on my 20s, I started, that at that age, to take care of my skin. And the best thing you can do, avoid the sun, avoid alcohol. You know, I know that's
No more
hard.
happy hours.
Go easy on happy hours,
We love
okay?
happy hour, don't we?
I mean, we all do, we all do, but we need to go slow on that. And
Poco a poco,
but
little by
yeah,
little.
little by little, yes. But yes, the first thing you need to do, I guess, is to prevent that. Drink lots of water, stay out of the sun, and you don't forget to use a sunblock every day, before you leave the house, and make sure that you eat healthy.
Right. So those are all free things that you can do,
Yeah.
right? You don't
Yes.
have to go to a spa, right?
That no, you don't need to go to spa for that, but you can, as you age, like in your 20s, then you will start adding an anti-age uh, creams, and you can start going to have your facials, because you wanted. I mean, you can start when you're a teenager. If you have, like those teenagers, sometimes they have acne, on their face, and it's kind of embarrassing for them. And I do have teenagers clients that come here
Oh,
for
really?
that purpose. Yes, to do a treatment for acne prone. And there is tons of treatments that you can do, and also, but it's good to have it to come, to the spa, because you have a kind of a deeper really clean the pores, you know.
Right.
So,
Right.
and
That's
when you start when you're 12, and then when you're 20, you start adding, anti-age, um, uh, in your regimen every day. And then when you are like on your 30s and 40s, you will start adding retinol, that antioxidants that helps you with your wrinkles and sagging skin.
the funniest thing is that now that you're saying this, I'm thinking to myself, I got a zit this week. I'm gonna be 56 next month, and I got a zit this week. And you know why it is? Because I have very sensitive skin, and I know it's because I started putting this cocoa oil or something in my hair to
Hmm.
to keep the frizzies out. And I must have splashed some on my cheek here, so I've had this zit. So do you have anything special that you do when, like, I mean, when older people get zits in reference to younger people getting zits? What is there?
Yes, there is like a spot treatment that you can use with that has
I
a
put
scientific.
toothpaste on it last night. Should I do that? Is that good?
I'm sorry.
Toothpaste. I put toothpaste.
Oh,
I've seen
toothpaste.
people
I
on
don't know
TV put
about
toothpaste on.
toothpaste.
What the heck? What the heck? I'm
I
gonna
don't
try
know about
toothpaste.
toothpaste, but it looks like you need to get yourself some good creams and.
I just use one big cream. I put it all over my whole face.
Okay.
And I got something else for like my jowls and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know how that's supposed to help.
Well, the good thing about have your consultation, it's free, okay? And your professional will tell you what is the best cream. We'll look at you into your skin and see what kind of skin do you have. If it's oily skin, if it's dry skin, sensitive skin, and your professional will instruct you and gives you, some tell you what to do and what kind of creams you should use for your type of your skin.
So I
Because
guess
if you have oily skin and you just keep adding more moisturizing your skin with something that it has more oil, that is not good for your skin. And you don't want to use like a gel, like a moisturized gel based, on your dry skin because it's gonna dry a little more. You know what I
right,
mean? So
right.
you need to know what exactly or what a type of skin that you have, and use the right products.
Okay, now what do you think about the Botox? I mean, I had not done the Botox, or what are your
I
thoughts?
love Botox. I love Botox, and I use
You get
myself.
Botox treatment there too?
I'm sorry?
At your spa, do you get Botox treatment as well?
No, I don't do Botox. We have a day spa, and but I do get Botox done, my Botox done, and it's amazing because it relaxes your muscle, so you don't do those ugly face like that, like those mad face.
Well, I was actually my dad when I even before I moved to Panama, they told me after I had my car accident, I had this wrinkling over here, and he was like, "Tracy, you need to get Botox." And so then
Yeah, it relaxes your muscles and help those dynamics, wrinkles
yeah,
and
because it can just be like me, where it was from a car accident where my nerves were damaged. So now I just have this wrinkling over here. But like I said, your
right,
treatment a couple weeks ago has really helped with this. So
right.
I mean,
Right.
that was only my
But there
first.
is treatments that you can do. It's like I said, you have to keep doing it because the one treatment only, it will help you, but won't complete the job. You know what I mean? You need a consistency. You need to keep doing it, and it's important to do like facials once a month. To clean your
Right.
pores, to exfoliate. Yeah, it's important to do that.
Okay. So, what's the number one thing? If you can only do one thing to stay young, what would you say it should be?
To stay young. Oh my
To
goodness,
keep
that's
your young look.
hmm
One thing.
well,
You're like too busy, can only do one thing.
one thing. I think
What would it
that
be?
first of all, you need to be happy with yourself. Accept what you got. Accept who you are, and be happy with that. And I'm sure after that, because there is plenty that you can do, like to help your skin, you know, we cannot we cannot stop the aging process. We can't stop the clock, but we can delay it.
Right.
Okay, so you start by drinking lots of water, stay out of the sun, use sunblock, because we need to get out of the house. So protect your skin. Like me, I wear hats, when I go out on the sun, during the day I wear hats to protect my face. Because I like to do chemical peels. I do chemical peels on my face, and it helps with hyperpigmentation. It helps with melasma. It helps with wrinkles. Exfoliate. Take the skin, the very thin layer of the skin, the top layer of your skin out. And a brand new, beautiful, radiant skin underneath. It's amazing. I love it to do that. And but I don't know the number one thing. First, like I said, you need to be happy, and you see what is best for you. Avoid fried stuff.
I
Yeah,
think it's a
fried.
lot of what you put into your body too, don't you?
Exactly. It's a lot about what you put in your body.
Yeah,
Yes.
oils and things like that.
Yes.
Exactly. That'll be another show.
Yes.
Anyway, so tell me, what's your funniest story of something
Oh
that happened?
God. You ready?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
It's an
But
embarrassing story. Even better. Even better. Spill the beans.
I was practicing waxing, and I was doing it on myself, and I was doing my bikini line, and oh my God, I couldn't take it out. I couldn't take
The hair out.
the wax. No, the wax
Yeah.
out. I couldn't do it. I
You
it's
couldn't
like
pull the strip?
I was,
You couldn't
but
pull
this
the
was many years ago when I was practicing. It was so painful,
So what
so
did you have to
painful. It
do?
took me
What did
like
you have to do?
about an hour just to take like a tiny bit out of my
Did you
bikini
finally
line.
get it all out, or did you have to go somewhere and
No, I had to do it, but I was like, what should I do now? You know what I mean? That was crazy.
it's
It
very
was like
painful.
painful.
Well, the first time it's very painful. After
Yeah.
that, you kind of get numb to it, don't you think?
Yes, but after that, I didn't do it on myself.
Yeah, that'd probably be the
I
way.
was afraid to do it. It was a nightmare. Yeah, that was terrible.
Well, is there anything else that you want to share with people about how they can stay younger, looking longer?
Well, yes, you can exercise. Try to go out there, play, do some sports, and that helps a lot. And there's many treatments that you can also help your skin, your body. There is body wraps that you can do. That exfoliate also your body. You can detox your body. You roll yourself in wrap, and it's relaxing. It's very relaxing. Even like when you get a facial massage, and it's relaxing.
It is. You're right.
It takes away the anxiety, so you feel much better.
Well,
Yeah, and
I'm
and
gonna say
then
hi to some people that have sent messages. We have a hello from Vincent DiCarlo from Kansas. He said,
hi,
"We like it spicy." Salute of DiCarlo's red salsa. Anthony Stevens said hi. MD Rubel said hi. Hi, guys.
hello.
Anthony Stevens said, "Beautiful women like you." That was nice. Thank you.
Great,
Kadir
thank
Bora gave us some smiley faces. Iffy. Victor Godman said, hi, hi. And
you.
Salmon Parker said, God bless you always. Well, gosh, I'll take a God blessing any day of the week. Don't
Yes,
you, Cleuzeir?
absolutely. Yes.
Anyway, good. Well, listen, this has been so exciting. Now, I also want to give you the real estate minute. And this week it's on commercial real estate because I was thinking about you, Cleuzeir, and I was
Yeah.
thinking that you had to get your office space somewhere. So I want to hear about your what happened with you, but I just wanted to let you know the real estate minute today comes from dealpath.com. They wrote an article that I found on April 17 of 2024. Now, just so you know, I didn't share this today, but all the numbers in real estate residential in Florida are up as of April's last tally that they did at Sunstats in Florida here. So just so you know, real estate's doing really good here in Florida. But as far as the commercial market goes, it says global volatility, the high cost of capital, banking turmoil, and broader macroeconomic headwinds continue to hamper commercial real estate investment activity. It's making it one of the most prominent commercial real estate market trends, according to CBRE, which is Commercial Bureau of Real Estate. Annual commercial real estate investment volume in the U.S. fell by 47% to $647 billion in Q4 of last year. And sectors like multifamily and industrial continue to drive strong performance relative to others. Even as sector commercial real estate trends temper growth, retail, which previously endured an e-commerce induced slump, has rallied. Beset the declining demand, office continues to face new tailwinds. So I was just wondering, how hard was it for you to find an office space in Boca?
Oh, it was hard. I was like looking for it for about 6 months. You know, it's very hard. Everything was like very expensive. And so I was able to find this suite. And it took me like 3 months for them to give me the okay to get in, you know.
Well, you have a beautiful office there. If anybody, I'm going to post Cleuzeir. I never seen my good friend. I still don't even know how to say her name. Cleuzeir.
I told you can call me Cleuzeir. Everybody calls me
I don't want to. I want to call you your name. She tells some of our friends to call her Chloe. And I'm like, just, it's not her name. We've got to learn her name.
Cleuzeir.
So I'll put her information down below so you can contact her if you're in the area and you want to, or if you want more information on what she's talked about here. I know she'd love to answer your questions. And so for all of your help with the real estate needs, be sure to ask for Tracy Bush-Pate at Keller Williams, 561-673-7858. I can't remember if that's my number, if that's Keller Williams' number, but if you call and if it's not my number, I'm going to post my number in the description down below. I think it is my number, but for some reason I said to call Keller Williams, but it's me. And if you're a realtor looking for a home, Keller Williams is awesome. And I will recommend a great location for you to join Keller Williams, as well as if you're out there in the grand world looking for real estate space and you need some help, again, hit me up and I can partner you up with one of my partners who are the best negotiators at getting you the best property at the best price.
So Tracy, you mentioned that your birthday is coming up, right?
Yes.
So don't forget that you need to call to schedule your facial, because all my clients always on their birthdays, they get a free facial.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Well, thank you so much.
For two of those people that are watching us right now, the two first that text you, I want it. I want a facial. It's going to be free. The two first one. So now,
tell your number. I'm gonna have it in the description below, but tell your number or how they find you. How do they contact you?
But they have to tell you, because I don't know who's texting you.
Well, it's on you'll see it on the Being Tracy. Hey, if you're gonna call her, tell her Being Tracy so she knows where you're gonna be coming from. But I'm gonna
the first one, 561-866-6606. 561-866-6606. For the first two that calls is gonna get a free facial.
Yay! Exciting!
And you too, Tracy.
I'm coming in. I'm going to schedule right after this show.
Great.
Anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. Post your thoughts below. You know, if you have any more questions, Cleuzeir is going to be answering. She's going to check them out. I'm going to show her where she can find them. But I'm going to be posting this video on YouTube on my The Being Tracy Show page, which actually, that's my new website. It's https:// The Being Tracy Show. And you're going to, I want to hear what you guys think of it. Okay. It just went live just last week. So please give me your feedback and let me know if I can help you with any speaking engagements, appearances, or if you want to be on my show. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. Talk to you soon, guys.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Tracy.
Bye. Thanks.
You think she's a good girl, but once you get to know her, you realize she's everything. She's crazy, she's funny, she's honest, and you'll never know what she'll do next.